Hello there, Taurus. Thank you so much for stopping by for your monthly tarot video forecast for the month of April. Let's see, what I'm actually looking at is just one theme that happens throughout the month. This is not supposed to be a comprehensive month. Also, everybody watching this, you all need to know this is a general reading. Not all of this will apply to every single Taurus. For some of you, none of this may apply, but for most of you, most of it will apply. So no guarantees on how much will apply. If you would like to have a private reading where we can really dig into your particular um, energies around you and what's going on, then that is the best way to deal with a situation where you're trying to make a decision. You never want to make a decision based on a general reading. I know a lot of people try to do that. Um, I wouldn't, being the reader, I would not recommend that. Okay, so let's just get started with the reading. For April, what I'm seeing, the first card that I have talks to me about your environment. And what you need to know about environment is that can be any place where you have energy or effort invested. Most times I do see it come up as home, but sometimes it comes up as school or the workplace as well. And so what I'm seeing here is there's something about your environment where you're going back. So it may be that you're changing your environment to the way it used to be. Maybe you did a remodel on your environment and you thought, oh, I really don't like this. Maybe you painted and you've just decided, I cannot live with these new colors. And you're going back to the way it used to be. For some of you, you may actually be traveling in April and going back to somewhere where you used to be. You may be going back home. You may be going back to a place where you had a vacation before. Excuse me, anything like that can be coming up. For some of you, you may be going back to finish school. But this is just talking about going back. Something about your environment is going back. Or you're going back to it, I should say. Now, the next card that I have talks to me about your subconscious leanings. And for you, what I'm seeing in April is that you have some subconscious leanings that have to do with drawing in those things that are beautiful, those things that you love, those things that bring you happiness. And so your subconscious is working on what can I do to bring those things into my life? How can I manifest those in my life? Okay? The next card that comes up does talk about two different things. First of all, your learning style as we look at this particular theme, and also your communication style there as well. Learning style, I feel like you guys are picking up a lot, excuse me, a lot from Spirit. And when I say you guys, I mean you guys and you girls. That's just how I used to say it where I was growing up. You guys. Hey, you guys. When it would be mixed company. But anyway, I do feel like a lot of you Tauruses are picking up information really in the spiritual realm in April. So that's kind of interesting and cool, especially for an earth sign. A little bit surprising even. And then let's see. Communication style. I feel like you're really relaxed on your communication in April, at least around this theme. You know, you're just saying what you feel like saying, and other than that, just kind of being quiet. I don't feel like you're trying really hard to get any certain particular points across or, you know, trying to convince anybody of anything. You're just kind of going with the flow. The next card that I have does talk to me about your work. What you need to know about work is that that comes in one of two ways for me. You'll recognize it because it'll resonate with you if it's coming in for you at all. And reminder, this is a general reading, so not everything I have here applies to everyone. Okay, so what I have coming in for work is that there's a major shakeup. So if this is how you make your living, this would be a major shakeup. Maybe management is changing over. Maybe there's a shakeup in the building. Maybe this could be something happening that just really changes the way in which you work completely. This could totally turn it on its head. Now, if this is coming in as work that we do on ourselves, that we do on our own character, this also major shakeup still, but this is a little different. This is a major change in the way that we look at the world, or a major change in the way that we look at ourselves. And this is something that really impacts how we interact in the world around us. The next card that we have does talk about that part of you that's being grown or expanded right now. And oh, this ties into your learning style too. So grown or expanded, I feel like you guys, Taurus and April, part of what's going on for you guys is that you are exploring the spiritual, the supernatural, the paranormal, the arcane, the occult, ESP, metaphysical, something along those lines. Things I call secrets of the universe because we really aren't taught it in school, but it does affect us. So I feel like you are exploring that. You're finding out more and more about what's really real there, what's really not real. Um, how much of this applies to me? What can I do to use the information I have in this area in my life? Those types of things coming in for you guys in April. As far as things that you stand for, let me wet my throat here. You have something really interesting that you stand for, and I think that it has to do with other people in your life. Because what I'm getting here is that you do have at least one other person in your life who they're kind of sneaky, they're manipulative, they're a little underhanded. They try to pull the wool over your eyes and get away with stuff. But it seems like their shenanigans are kind of like on a first grade level or a second grade level. And it's almost like you're the teacher just kind of watching, like you know exactly what they're up to, but they haven't figured out that you know yet. And so this person likes to come back later and try to make up for the things that they've done that they thought they were, doing in a sneaky way and you didn't know about. And they try to make up for it without letting you know about it. And what I have you actually standing for here in this particular situation in April is you want them to be able to come back and make up for whatever it was that they thought they were pulling. You're fine with that. It's okay with you if these people think they need to make up for something that they think you don't know. So that's kind of an interesting thing there. I don't know that I've ever seen that come up before. So let's see, let's move on. April, Taurus, how other people perceive you. What I'm seeing here is that people are perceiving you as being pretty much emotionally balanced. They're seeing you as having a pretty good grip on your emotions. You know how to express what you're feeling. You know how to release what you're feeling when it's time. You know how to feel your feelings. You're not afraid of your feelings. So this is really a cool card. I like to see this card come up especially for moms because it's really healthy for kids to have moms that are in touch with their feelings. But this really is healthy for anybody to be able to carry themselves this way, and it only helps their interactions with others as well. Okay, so that's how other people are perceiving you. And then the lesson or experience of this theme in April is balance. Balance coming into your life. And this is the kind of balance that comes into your life that's brought in by somebody else. So this could be a court case that you have, and the judge brings balance, brings fairness into your life through the court case. This could be a situation where somebody is judging the balance at work or at home between you and somebody else. I've also seen this come up for people in relationship. Whenever the relationship needed to come into balance, then this card will come out. This card can come out one of two ways in a relationship situation. This would be either the relationship actually coming into balance or at least making progress in that direction, big progress, or this could be the person who is not contributing the most to the relationship actually walking away. And so then that person who has been contributing more, now they get to spend some of their resources on themselves instead of on that other person. Okay, so that's the experience coming up. And then as you integrate that experience into your life, looks to me like, okay, so things really start to calm down for you. It seemed like there was a competitive situation before this balance came along. And this competitive situation was one that had you feeling pretty heartbroken, really. And so I see the competitive situation coming to an end. I see the heartbreak starting to heal. So that's a really good thing. And I see you spending some time really meditating on the situation and meditating on how things are now after this balance comes in, and just really um, working on bringing that healing in. I mean, I think that the meditation is part of bringing in the healing. The meditation and just processing the whole situation. If I was going to look at this and try to figure out if this is relationship or career, which it could be either, it could be something in the family, but I would say probably I would put this in the relationship category of some way. Doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but I think that it could be. This also could very easily have to do with a friendship. This could have to do with somebody in the family that maybe um, has an addiction or some other reason why they would try to pull the wool over people's eyes on a regular basis. But definitely, to me, this has to do with people. I would say this definitely has to do with people. So some kind of relationship, whether it's romantic or not, is what I would say here is Taurus. Anyway, thank you everybody so much for stopping by, for hanging out, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate all of your support. Everyone have a fantastic, fantastic month. I will see you back here the next time. Peace out.